Rightio, barbecuers, welcome back to the Backyard Grill. My name is John Mattioli. First of all, apologies to those who, throughout all the barbecue pages and the YouTube channel, that I've been trying to get so many videos out in recent times that life's just got other plans for me at the moment, up until now. Now, if there's a good thing that's come out of this isolation stuff, we can all cook. So I've got a little bit of extra time, so we'll do a bit of extra cooking, a couple of videos, and hopefully get back on the bike and start throwing a few out for you guys to have a look, enjoy, get some inspirations from some cooks that I do, and hopefully just give it a crack. Right, so over the Christmas break and leading into January, I've been wanting to do this cook since about January, so that's how busy it's been. Roughly around the Christmas break into January, a lot of people were posting Christmas presents that they've been given, or Christmas presents they bought them for themselves, Weber rotisserie kits. Probably the best thing I reckon you can do. Absolutely therapeutical doing rotisserie. It's just so much fun. So I'm going to do one for that. Unfortunately, if you haven't got a rotisserie, go get one. Whether it's a Weber one, whether it's an open spit, Bunnings one, whatever, just get yourself a spit because you can have so much fun. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to do a chicken and lamb yiros, okay, in the kettle. Really good all-rounder, this one. Perfect for the beginner. No heat control, basically. I'll show you the whole setup, but no heat control to worry about. A little bit of babysitting along the way. It's awesome for us backyard warriors, and even the professionals, you know, love it as well. So it's a perfect all-rounder. Awesome for when you've got people over. You can adjust the size, whether you want a small one, a big one, whether you want all chicken, whether you want all lamb, you can change the ratios. So I'll show you that also. Really good one for when you've got like a burger night, basically. You can put all your condiments out on your table, all your sauces, and everyone can roll up their own kebabs and put whatever they want over. Really, really good fun. All right. So what we're going to need, first of all, is we're going to need, I'm going to do about a couple kilos of each just for the video, otherwise I would scale it down a bit, but for the video I'll do a decent one. I'm doing a couple kilos of lamb shoulder and a couple of kilos of chicken thigh. They're both beautiful cuts that you need on this one. Some people use rump, but personally I think lamb shoulder and chicken thigh, juiciest, tastiest of both cuts. Now this might cause a little bit of a stir in barbecue land, but this is only my opinion, and throughout my experiences of rotisseries and ones I've seen and experienced, there's a lot of cultures and a lot of nationalities who spin meat, and personally, again this is very personally my opinion only, I think the Greeks have got it down pat. The Greeks spin meat like no others. So I'm going to stick with a really basic traditional Greek marinade spice rub. If at this stage here, if you've got a favourite spice rub, if you've got a favourite marinade, so be it, use yours. This is the one I use, so if you want to give it a shot, by all means give it a shot. It's a really basic one, nothing fancy, all the basics. So basically all we're going to do, about 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil in each. Basically just going to use it as a binder. I've got about 3 cloves of garlic. 1 in each again, like that. A good hit of salt, pepper, couple in each. Same again with salt, good pinch each. Okay, oregano. Don't muck around with that stuff that you buy in the jar. Go get yourself a little bush like that. A little handful like that goes so far, but the flavour in that is way, way stronger than any of those dried stuff you buy in those little shakers. Basically, just give that a hit, and when you finish with that, stick it in a jar, and that can go a long time. So every time you need a bit, grab it. Perfect, $4 or $5, you can't go wrong with that stuff. Alright, and then a squeeze of lemon, bit in each. Alright, that's basically it. That's the whole spice rub and marinade. I'm going to let that sit all day now, and I'm going to cook this for dinner. So if you've got the time, as I always say, I strongly recommend that you marinate overnight. Okay, if you've got the time, do it, because you win both ways. Because the marinade gets deep into the meat, and you'll end up with a lot more tender meat. So you win both ways. Today, because we're doing it for dinner, I'm doing this early morning. That's going to sleep in the fridge now all day, and it'll be ready to spear, you know, at the end of the day. So that's basically all we're going to do now with that. When you're at the butcher's, if you get your chicken thighs from your butcher also, ask him to tap them out so you get them, you know, same sort of size as your lamb steaks, like that, and you flatten them out like that. So you're basically building up the pyramid, and they're all very similar in sizing. If you get it from your local and your butcher hasn't got them, hit yourself with a rubber mallet, hit the shed, get a bit of glad bait, do it yourself. If you haven't got one of them, rolling pin, same thing, right? So that's pretty much all we're going to do now. That's going to sit again in the fridge now. I'm going to bring you to the next step soon. I'm going to set the spear up, I'm going to show you how we build our pyramid, and then we're going to get outside and we're going to get Black Betty out for a run. I'll show you how to set all the kettle system up. Very, very simple, so there's no stress in this. This just honestly takes care of itself. I'm down to 3 kettles now. I've got Black Betty, who does all the rotisseries, Bluey, which you've seen, does all my low and slows, and I've got little Ronnie, which is the little baby maroon that does all my hot and fast stuff. So down to 3 today. We're going to get Black Betty out. I'll show you the whole kettle setup, and we'll see you soon. Alrighty, catch you to the next step. Rightio, back for the second step. That now has been marinated. Okay, it's been sitting. All that beautiful spice rub's going to go right through it. Awesome. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of little tips. I'm going to try and keep this video down, but there are a couple of little tips which I want to share, which will help you out heaps. There's a lot of people, you find Weber kettles on the verge pickups and at the tips, because I think a lot of people don't understand the fire side of things, okay? They get everything prepped and they go outside and they've got to spend another 45 minutes or whatever it is to get some charcoal or briquettes going. So one of the biggest tips I can give you, while you're inside doing this stuff here, I've now got a kettle, a jug of charcoal getting ready, okay? That's going to take up to about 40 minutes, let's say. So while you're in here, you're getting all this stuff done, you walk out there, that's done as well. So the biggest thing where a lot of people come unstuck with Weber kettles and anything to do with fire is it's just preparation. If you get yourself set up outside while you're inside, put it in a safe spot and you're fine. That's just going to burn out there. Get out, finish this, walk out, and everything sort of goes in steps, okay? Another little tip I can give you is, for those of you who've got these rotisseries, when you get your Weber rotisserie, you get the hooks with the 2 prongs, okay? Which is fine for every day of the week, no problem. Only for this cook here, if you've got the time and you find yourself hooks with 4 prongs, grab them. Because what that does, it allows you to put the lamb on one set, chicken on another set, lamb, chicken, and you sort of spin yourself all the way up. And it stops a lot of flapping and meat moving. Right, so that's just, it can be done with the 2, no problem. If you have the opportunity, if you do come across one with 4, grab them. 100% that is cooked a lot better. Another little tip, get your shaft with your hooks on, bring it out to your kettle, and set it up in there dry. Okay, so no fire. Set it up and pretend you're putting a chook on. Set your back prongs, this bottom one, the handle side, in position so you're in the center of your kettle, and you know that when you set up, and get a hacksaw blade and just put a little mark on that shaft. So when you're inside now, you basically set that and you know that you're going to bring it out to the kettle, you're going to set it in there, and you're not going to burn your hands shifting it, moving it. You know that you're set in the position that you want outside. Little tips, but they help you out big time, right? So set that up. You know, if you're handy enough, I use this so often that I've made myself a little clamp inside. A lot of the time people put them on sideways, which can be done, but it gets a little bit annoying when you want to be able to do that. On any other cook, sideways is fine. This cook here, just very handy to go like that, all right? So, what we're going to do is get yourself your lamb, okay, and you put it through like that. Again, you can do any ratio you want. If you want to do 1 piece of lamb, 1 piece of chicken, if you like lamb more, put 2 and 1. If you like chicken more, 2 and 1. Swap, you can do any ratio you want. Today, I'm just going to do, 2 lambs and 1 chicken. Okay, so we're now basically going to go the opposite way, like so, and then we're going to put a chicken on, Now, if you've got little pieces that fall off as you go, don't stress, just tuck them under, and then the next piece will hold it in like that there, just put it like that, and then the next piece will go on and on and on. Now, I'm going to cut your hair because obviously you're going to just waste 10 minutes of showing you how to do this, okay? So all we're going to do now is basically build a pyramid, 2 lambs, 1 chicken, 2 lambs, 1 chicken. We're going to clamp it all up. That's it, very simple. And then I'm going to bring you outside. I'm going to show you the basket setup, the kettle setup, and we're going to have some fun out there in the sun. All right? So I'm going to finish off doing this, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Catch you soon. Rightio, we've got Black Betty set up now. Very simple setup, nothing to be stressed about. Bottom vent open, top vent open. Treat it like you're spinning a chook, okay? Indirect, we've got 2 baskets. Come over, look, Mace. We've got our 2 baskets here, and we've got a drip tray. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to do the first sort of 40 minutes with the bonnet on, indirect, and then what we'll do, we'll get it up to a temp of about 155 Fahrenheit, and then, or even 150 Fahrenheit. Then we're going to pull the baskets together, and we're going to give the last 10 minutes a bit of direct action, okay? So, the $1 million question that we always get asked is lumpwood briquettes. I very rarely get involved in this because it's a real personal thing. Me, on my opinion, I think anything low and slow briquettes, anything hot and fast, charcoal. Today we're using charcoal, acacia charcoal, beautiful, gives you that extra bit of flavour and burns just beautifully. So what we'll do, we're going to fill up our baskets.
Dad, that is so hot. I can feel it from here.
Very hot. All right, so what we're going to do,
there's all the
got our 2
charcoal.
baskets set up now. We're going to put our lid on, top vent open, bottom vent open. Basically what we're going to do now is we're going to settle the kettle. This now is going to sit for about 10-15 minutes just to settle down so it's not really screaming hot. Settle it down, we're going to get the meat, we're going to put it in. So in about 10 minutes time we're going to whack it in and we'll show you the next step. Catch you soon. Rightio, back. That now has sat for about 15 minutes like I said. We've got our meat here, beautifully marinated, you can see.
All nice marinated.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to whack that on. Okay, as you can see now, scented, don't have to muck around and get burnt. All we're going to do now
Turn
is we're
it
going
on.
to flicker on. We are also now going to close the bonnet. That's going to stay now for about half an hour. Okay, set your stopwatch for about half an hour, 40 minutes. Lift the bonnet, we're going to check it all out, we're going to give it a nice little baste. That's going to self-baste now as all the juices start melting. It's going to self-baste and get into all the nooks and crannies. It'll be spot on. Flavour will be unbelievable. Plus I'm going to give it a little bit of a basting with the same marinade that I had before left over. Just give it 1 baste, let that go, and then we'll do a bit of direct action towards the end. Rightio? See you in about 40 minutes and we'll check it out. We'll check temps. Catch you soon. Rightio, we've just clicked over 40 minutes. So we're going to lift up the lid now. I'll get my assistant, my video man, to have a quick look. And there you have it. Look at that. Beautifully. Now what we're going to do, we're just going to give it a little baste. Nothing ridiculous. Just get a bit of extra juice, bit of extra flavour. Just tap it, mate. Give it a nice tap. Good boy. Awesome. Look at the colour on that. Beautiful. Okay. Temp sitting at about 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So at this stage you can continue doing this without direct action, which I might actually do today. Just save shifting the baskets. You can go right the way through. Keep in mind always too that each kettle, they always burn a little bit different to each, fuel sources and air tightness. So just keep an eye on it. You're pretty safe for the first 40 minutes without worrying. And then from then on in, just keep an eye on it. We're going to give it a bit of a carve and then we can eat and that can keep spinning for the next carve. Alrighty, we'll see you soon and check her out. Good work. Rightio, this is it, we're done. 1 hour and 20 minutes till now. What have we done? Come close, have a look.
It smells so good from like 10 meters away.
What I've done now, you don't have to do this, like I said, I just thought I'd give you a bit of theatrics now. You can do this whole cook without going direct. You can do this whole cook indirect with the 2 baskets either side. What I'm going to do now, basically, I'm going to put the pan underneath it, and basically what we're going to do is just carve. Just look at that, just falling apart.
Mm.
Look at that, it just falls apart into the tray.
It's so nice that it needs to fall off.
There you go, try that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to carve this off. We're going to let it fall into the tray. Let it keep spinning a little bit. Now that it's direct, you've got to keep an eye on it, okay? So if you want to stay indirect, you don't have to keep an eye on it too much. Because we're going direct now, I'm going to take this tray away, and it's going to shoot, it's going to make flames and all the rest of it, okay? So keep an eye on it. As you can see, the chicken's beautiful. We hit about 165, 163, 166, all in that safe area. Okay, so we're going to carve it all up now. I'm going to have a taste myself. With the chicken, the lamb. Oh, the salt comes, just a mountain of flavours in that, oregano.
Can you
lemon.
tell what chicken and lamb is? Or
Yeah, white and red. Okay, so that's it. 1 hour and a half cook in total. Have some fun with it. No stress. You see, it just cooks itself. Follow the steps. If you need any other advice, hit me up for a message. I'll flick your message back. Ring me, whatever you want to do. I'll help you out. Hope it's inspired someone to give it a crack. Don't be scared to give it a shot. Again, preparation is the key. Have fun. You've got to have fun with it. If you're stressing, you're not going to have any fun with it. You're just going to ruin it. So just have fun, stress less. Okay,
and
so
do it
comment,
and
share.
do it on a day that you don't really have to do anything.
Okay, and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try and get a few more videos out now that we've got a bit of time. And like I said, hopefully inspire you guys to give some cooks a go and have a bit of fun. Alrighty, so till the next one, happy grilling, and we'll catch you then. See you, mate.
And thanks and happy Easter.